Train Lover 1974 presents Thomas and the Ghost. It was October on the island of Sodor, and many of the engines were preparing for the Halloween party they hold every year. However, some were a little more hesitant than others about the whole holiday. Particularly James, who was not exactly over what happened last Halloween when Duck and Percy tried playing a prank on him. But he still couldn't get over that tank engine he had saw on that bridge, and knowing that it was actually a ghost. That night, James had to take one last goods train to the other railway. It was an important delivery and was originally meant to be handled by Murdoch, but he was delayed that night, so he was asked to take the train instead. Soon, the dock manager walked up. "Make sure to be careful out there, James. The rails might be treacherous in the night, so keep a good lookout." Yeah, I know. And the dock manager walked away. Soon, Duck was puffed in. He was bringing in some coaches for a last-minute passenger train. "Well, hello there, James. I heard you're doing a night goods run." "Yeah, what about it?" "Well, I was going to say to you, I think you should be careful. Especially I heard about what happened to you last year. You crashed right in the back of Percy." "Hey, that was not my fault. They played a trick on me." "Or you said that they were planning to, but apparently you said you got spooked by something else, but you guys didn't want to talk about it." "You know what? It's not my problem to tell you. Now, if you excuse me, I have a train to deliver." "All right. No need to be so rude, laddie." "I sure hope he'll be okay." James was not in a good mood as he left. He hated being reminded about what happened last year, and it put his nerves on even more. James puffed down the line, determined not to get spooked like how he did last year. However, still nervous at the same time. They were soon approaching the hill where the bridge would be, the same bridge where James saw the ghost last year. "All right, James, get everything you got. We might get stuck, so you gotta speed up." "Yeah, I guess you're right." So James tackled the hill. The trucks didn't give him any trouble as he soared up the hill. But as James began crossing the bridge, he felt a strange presence. "Driver, something doesn't feel right." "You're right, we'll stop here." "Oh yeah, perfect. Stop on a bridge when we feel a weird presence. Wow, why not we just go..." No. Not you again. Anything but you again. "Find Thomas and bring him to me." What? "Go now." Get me out of here!" And James raced back down the line. "The ghost is after me again!" Meanwhile, at the station, Edward and Duck were having a conversation. "So you really tried to play a prank on James last year?" "Yeah, I was planning on it, but we changed our minds after James ended up crashing into the back of Percy." "That still hurt, by the way." "Whatever. But you still shouldn't have tried that. That was very irresponsible." I know. But it was just James was just really getting under our skin." "Help!" "What the? Help me! Oh no, not again." "Oh no. No, please, not again, please." "James, what on earth are you doing? Are you trying to get into another accident?" The ghost on the bridge." "What are you talking about?" "It's Timothy's ghost." "Timothy? But that's impossible. Thomas destroyed him about 3 years ago." No. He was there. I saw him. It was Timothy the Ghost Engine, with that number 0, white wheels, and all that bullcrap." "Oh dear. Tell you what. You take another track that'll take you to the mainland. I'm going to go find Thomas. But what about your coaches? Duck, do you think you can manage them?" Yes, but please tell James not to do this again. Yeah, I won't. Good. Let's finish this once and for all. So James very cautiously and quietly took the other track away from the bridge, hopefully to avoid Timothy's ghost yet again. And Duck took Edward's passengers the rest of the way. Edward now had to go find Thomas. Thankfully, though, Thomas wasn't too hard to find. And every year, on the day of the accident, he runs again as a warning to others, plunging into the gap, shrieking like a lost... This is just Percy's story, isn't it? Yeah, but since Percy isn't here right now, I figured I would tell it. But laddie, we've already heard that story multiple times. You're right, I'm sorry. It's alright, but maybe I have a good story. Oh, and I have a good one my driver told me about. What is that? Well, that'll have to wait for a moment. Thomas, we need to have a conversation real quick. Okay, what's it about, Edward? It's about Timothy. What? No, that's impossible. Timothy died when we destroyed him on the viaduct. Well, I'm afraid he's back. James apparently saw him last year, and I knew they saw something last year, but they wouldn't tell me. I guess they were worried about bothering you about it. Did Timothy want anything, I mean? From what James told me, he said he wants to see you. See me? Yes. Well, let's not wait any further. Thomas, wait. I'm coming with you. I ain't letting you go alone. You'll need an expert with ghosts. Alright. We'll see you guys later. Good luck, Thomas. Now, who has a good ghost story? I said I have a good ghost. I'm not in the mood. I'm gonna go to sleep. Good night, everyone. Good night, Boko. Now, Donald, what is your ghost story? Right. So it all started when Edward and Thomas puffed down the line, approaching near the viaduct. They soon arrived at the descent. Are you sure about this, Thomas? If Timothy's back, we need to face him. I'm not going to let him hurt any of my best friends, especially you and Duck. I'm with you till the end, Thomas. So they carefully puffed onto the bridge to meet up with the ghost. It was quiet as they puffed across. No sign of Timothy anywhere. But as they approached near the end of the bridge, Thomas could feel he was there. You alright, Thomas? He's here. I can sense it. Seems James made good on his promise. Well. We meet again, Timothy. Indeed we do, little brother. Why are you returned? And why did you scare James last year? Well, I wanted to say thank you to you, Thomas. What? When you made me crash, you helped basically reborn me. My demons were able to be destroyed, and I was finally able to destroy the demon that possessed me. And now I'm finally free, and I can finally go on to heaven. Timothy, but why I scared James? Well, I heard that he was being a bit cocky, so I decided to have a little bit of fun. But I never meant for him to crash, though. I guess. But you don't need to say sorry, Thomas. You did the right thing. And now that my demons have been destroyed, I can finally go up to heaven to be with our brothers and sisters. But I'm sure we'll meet again some sunny day. I just only wanted to tell you thank you for everything you've done for me, Thomas. Thanks to you, I am no longer possessed by demons, and I am finally able to go on. So thank you for everything. You're welcome, Timothy. Goodbye, little brother. Are you okay, Thomas? Yeah, I'm just happy. He's finally being able to move on. There's no need to worry anymore. It'll be alright, Thomas. Everything will be okay. Thank you, Edward. Can we please go back to the sheds? Of course, Thomas. And Edward and Thomas puffed back to the sheds. Thomas stayed at the harbor for a while after that shunting. He never told the other engines about what happened. The only ones that would know were Duck and Edward, as Edward and Duck were Thomas's best friends. Edward and Thomas did tell Duck eventually. Thomas, though, felt weird. He felt good for helping Timothy, but at the same time, he felt bad for losing his brother. But he knew God would take care of him. But he did hope that for a while after that, there would be no more spooky shenanigans. Or would there be? Well, I'm sorry to say, that's a story for a long distant day. Happy Halloween, everyone!